Hello and welcome back to the Daily Iowan TV Sports Studio. Sharon Dingman and Kirk Ferentz both making appearances on the program tonight. And we start with the latter, whose team finally snapped the second longest losing streak of Ferentz's career this past Saturday. But after leading the black and gold to 2 BCS Bowl appearances and 2 Big Ten championships, the bar has been set even higher for the 15-year man, making the stakes for this weekend's trip to Jack Trice higher than they have been in quite some time. Here's what Ferentz had to say Tuesday afternoon.
Mark Weissenberg up to 50 carries. Is that more of an indication of how well he's playing, or is that a situation where you kind of want to spread it out a little bit more moving forward?
Well, I think we have 4 backs we feel good about based on practice, what we've seen so far in games, and it's just, things are kind of dictated by how the game goes, but Mark's doing a good job, and, we're not surprised by that, but, certainly we feel good about all 4 guys. Well, it'll be a tough ball game, like always. Anytime I think we get together, it's usually a pretty good game, and expect them to be ready to go. So they've got some new players that weren't in there last year. Obviously, they lost a pair of really good linebackers, but offensively, their quarterback's back, and he came in and did a great job for them last year in the latter part of the season, and picked right up where he left off. He's a very dangerous guy, both running the ball and throwing it, and so to me it starts there.
We'll have the Hawks' Carl Davis on the program tomorrow, but as mentioned earlier, Kirk Ferentz not the only Iowa coach tonight. Volley Hawks head coach Sharon Dingman caught up with our own Laura Devine at Carver Hawkeye Arena to discuss how her squad is planning on reversing their fortunes from a year ago.
I'm here with head coach for women's volleyball, Sharon Dingman. Thanks for being with me today.
Well, thanks for having me.
I have a couple questions about your upcoming season. Last year you guys started off the season with some really big wins, and towards the end kind of lost it a little bit. What is your plan for this year, and how do you plan on improving?
Well, I think one thing is we had some injuries last year that certainly contributed to our lack of success, and having those players back. So it's really not in my plan. It's just in the big scheme of life that they're back and they're playing great. So they're adding everything that we need for them to add from a depth perspective. But I think right now having the start we've had, which has been good. Being 5-1 right now, our players have a lot of confidence, and that's what's going to continue. We'll need to have that throughout the season.
You guys have 3 new freshmen this year. How are they contributing to the team, and how are they getting comfortable with playing Big Ten volleyball?
Well, it's actually been great. 2 of them were here all summer, so that certainly helped just their integration into the team. And our older players are great with just explaining what the expectations are every day. But they've also helped them just trying to manage, once you start school, so you have volleyball, you have class, we're traveling. Yeah, and so I think they're learning all of that. But 2 of them are starting, so clearly they're contributing. One's coming off, she'd sprained her ankle early in our training camp in our 2-a-days, and so she's back, so I expect her to start, having some contributions to the team. But our freshmen are really doing great. We're super excited about them.
Yeah, it sounds like the upperclassmen are kind of taking them under their wing and getting them adjusted to Big Ten volleyball and Big Ten schools.
Yes, we have great leadership. Our seniors have been through it all. They're going into their 4th season. They've seen everything that can be thrown at a student athlete, and so certainly with the experience they have, they are helping the freshmen adjust.
What do you think about your opening for Drake?
Well, we're just excited to play at home. We don't have to get on a bus.
We
don't have to get on a plane, so we're really excited to play in Carver. Drake has a new coach, so I think anytime that you get some freshness and some excitement around the program, and I anticipate that's what they're going to have. Clearly, they're going to be excited to be playing the Hawkeyes. There's several kids on the team from Iowa, and then there's some, Eastern Iowa kids on the team that, they'll be excited to get to play in Carver Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So we expect a really good match from Drake, and, I'm sure Drake expects a good match from us. But, it's always fun to play an in-state team, so we're looking forward to that, and clearly looking forward to having our home tournament.
Yeah, there's probably a little bit of rivalry between the 2 state teams. Yeah, well, I wish you the best of luck this year and in your tournament.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Laura. A quick note before we leave tonight. Starting cornerback Jordan Lomax has been left off the 2-deep for this weekend's contest against the Cyclones with what looks to be a nagging hamstring injury. True freshman Desmond King will likely get the starting nod. A chat with Carl Davis coming up on the program tomorrow as we continue to ramp up our coverage ahead of yet another Cy-Hawk Series battle. Mary, Kara, back to you at the desk.